shave it all off. Because guys, really, let me hello, how you doing? Thank you guys. I mean, I am super excited and I am truly overwhelmed with the response that I got to my first hair video. I can just tell you I was floored. I was not expecting such a response and your kind words and warm regards. I am super excited. Regards to the support group, I thought maybe we could do it via Facebook, via a closed group. So comment below and give me your thoughts and your suggestions as far as that is concerned. This video, I will try not to edit anything out of it. I will leave it as long as it is, and I will just upload it. Guys, I mean, I left so many things out and I decided to come back and tell you some of the things that I left out that I think it's important for you to know. One of the first things is some descriptions of the different doctors that will be able to assist you in this. Okay, and the second thing is I also wanted to add 3 things to the list of ailments, medical ailments that may cause hair loss. So let's take a look. So as I said, I was very excited, and as you could see, I took down the twists. I did that because they were kind of frizzy and stale, so I will be wearing a wig maybe for the next week or so until I could, you know, put them back in. So yeah, so how this all started, as I said, way back in 2003, I mean, I had a full head of hair. It was thriving, and all of a sudden I would get some very bad itching, almost painful, especially at nights in my hair, in this area and that area in the midsection. It was very bad. I mean, bordering on pain. So I decided to go to a dermatologist. At first she gave me some treatment. She gave me treatment for eczema, and because that was a cause of hair loss. But then we did some blood tests. We did full blood count, which is CBC, and we did some hormonal tests, which that is a story I will give you by itself, how I came almost 10 years later to an endocrinologist to diagnose certain things. And the hormone test at the time, it came back okay, but then we did a biopsy, and it was in the biopsy she discovered the cause for the hair loss was alopecia areata. So a biopsy is where the doctor will take a piece of your scalp, a cross section, so they could examine it. Your skin is made of different layers, and so in there they're able to tell a lot of things from picking up that biopsy. She said was that my antibodies were tackling my hair follicles as if the follicles were something foreign. So you know when you get sick, you have your white blood cells, right? and they're in your body to help you fight off infections, right? So if you have a virus, you have antibodies that will help you fight those. Sometimes when you do a full CBC, they will be able to tell if you've had some sort of infection based on the number of white blood cells that are found. Blood cells that are found in your blood. So it's like this. So what it is, in certain parts of my hair, the follicles are seen as foreign objects. So she prescribed some stuff for me. I still wasn't happy with that. I left on a trip to Florida, just on a trip to Florida, and well, I knew I was going there, so I took a referral from her. Now, what I've found with doctors, they do not like when you ask them for referral. If they tell you to get a referral, it's okay. But once you are the one asking them or saying to them, look, I want to go see somebody else, they somehow get offended by it. It's supposed to be about you. So you can do your research into where or which other doctor you would like to go to, and what a referral basically is. They give you a memo with, recent tests and all of those things, and their diagnosis or prognosis, their finding. Because I was determined when I went to the Florida that I would try to see a doctor. That was not a very good idea to go on the spur of a moment, because it was very difficult to see a doctor in the US and extremely pricey. And I did see one. He recommended some tests. I was only able to do some of them, and some medication which was similar to what the doctor here had given me, but he wanted to do some steroid shots which were not yet available in St. Lucia, but those will skyrocket, so I had to leave without doing those things. Anyway, I came back home and I started using the medication in there. I went natural. I wasn't using any straightener, and I proceeded to mask these areas by weaving the hair in. Yes, I started doing my wigs at home so that I would limit the time I spent at the salon when I came in to sew them on. Then I just stopped going altogether because I stopped taking the medication, and I had reached a level of comfort with the wigs. I just totally knew that's what I wanted to do. The thing that bothers me a lot too here, we have a lot of people who are practicing in St. Lucia, all sorts of trades, who are not well trained in their field now. But it is a bad thing when you have a situation like mine that may require somebody who knows what they're doing to administer care to your hair. Cecilia was great at that thing. So we need more salons or hairdressers who are able to help their customers with those issues and not compound the issue for them, and able to give them a level of comfort when comfort and privacy when it comes to that. Anyway, 10 years later, started after I saw the endocrinologist, and she more or less gave me a whole lot info about what was happening to my hair, why those medications that I was taking was not going to work for me. By the time she administered the hormone replacement and so on, she did tell me at that time that maybe the situation was too far gone for me to have regained much hair. I mean, at that time I was managing very well with my wig, so I just figured, whatever. If it comes, it doesn't come. And then I also didn't see the need for me to take care of my hair under those wigs. And so I didn't take care of it. I didn't even wear a wig cap. I just used to put the wig on there. Depends on my situation. I would take it up each night. And that caused a lot of friction and traction on my hair as well. And basically, although my body condition caused this, I also caused some damage to it by not taking care of what was existing there. So I have the lace wigs. Well, when I started, there were no lace wigs. So you now have these lace wigs that look so realistic. Oh, I was in my glory. I was like, oh, I never have to do anything with my hair again. Where I used to get very depressed in the beginning, I had leveled out because I just got comfortable with the wigs and I was happy with it. I started to get depressed again because my lifestyle was severely hampered by wearing wigs all the time. Severely. So I started to look to do different hairstyles, and so I started to feel so liberated when I was wearing those braided styles, and I was like, okay. Every time I thought of having to put the wig back on, it became an issue. So then I started at any one point in time having about 6 wigs, and a lot of my coins went into buying hair. I work on the front line and I have to look very presentable at work. And I found myself getting depressed again and sometimes it will take me a whole weekend to sort something out with my hair. So I began looking at different styles on Pinterest, and then I started seeing a lot of quirky styles coming up, a lot of shaved sides and that sort of thing, and it got me thinking, well, wait a minute, maybe I could try one of these shaved sides. And I tried it and I went to work. Listen, I don't know if y'all know what's caca glow, but this had my stomach in knots for the whole night. I couldn't sleep because I know I'm going to work and these guys there, oh my god. So I walked into the office. The guys just stared at me. Martha, you cut your hair? And that was it. I just realized, hey, guys are not as superficial as we're thinking. I think women are more superficial than guys. I've experienced, truth be told, more sympathy from guys as opposed to women. We need to examine why that is. But I said, okay, so this is acceptable by these guys that I'm working with, my peers at work. So, you know what? And all of a sudden, I developed the courage and I started developing these little styles. I started making clip-ins. We did the clip-ins. And then, so when I don't have clip-ins, I put the wig. Then when I don't have the wig, I put the twist. So now I've found some things that I could do to my hair, not adding any further damage to my hair, and at the same time allowing me to put those products, because what I'm saying, I never really gave my hair a chance prior to do a lot more with it. So this is what I'm going to do now. I have not decided how long I'm going to do it for, and then I will decide that I'm going to shave it all off. Because guys, really, let me I won't look bad. I will be a very pretty bald head woman, you know. That I will give myself the opportunity to do that first before I resort to this. I want to say to the ladies who are suffering in silence, please don't do that. Don't do that anymore, because there can be help for you. We are on this journey together now, and in my next video we will talk strictly about traction alopecia, and then after we do that, we will start working on the home remedies, which I will bring you into my kitchen for you to see how I do them, so that you could also do these on your own hair. So yes guys, stay tuned for my next hair video. I have a lot in store for you, because this thing has been researched by me at length, and I'm happy to impart my knowledge to you. And please comment below. Your comments are important, your like is important, your subscription is important. And guys, let's get me to 200 plus subscribers by next week, please, so that we could start, because I really want to start my health getting fit journey with you guys. So I recently lost 30 pounds, and I did it naturally, and I did it was quick, I think, and with limited exercise. I know the exercise people are going to be kind of upset that I've said that, but we're going to be going very in depth in this thing, because I'm insisting that a lot of you guys need to go and see an endocrinologist, because a lot of things that are going on in our body have to do with how our body is working, and we are putting things in our bodies that are stifling the natural processes of our body, or the natural processes in our body that ought to help us remain healthy and that sort of thing. So please, let's get me to the subscriber level so that we could start this together, and we could have the challenges together. We could go into the kitchen to cook some healthy food. And thank you again, guys. Thank you for listening to my story, and thank you for being very kind